Paul Daley had been out in the streets airing so much of his grievances with Bellator, openly booing his own fights, openly going on the MMA Hour talking about how he is not happy with Coker and he is not happy with the top brass of Bellator. It made me think that he was actually out of there. But I have a feeling that Paul Daley, he's probably sensing the same thing that I'm sensing, that Bellator is revving up for something. They're revving up to be a pretty big deal. They're revving up to compete a little bit more, put it that way. Paul Daley is, a welterweight in that on the Bellator roster, which means that when that welterweight Grand Prix comes in, he's in it. He has also been called out by Joe Schilling, a big time, not big time, but I would just say, a noted, branded kickboxing fighter who's just signed to Bellator. That guy called him out. He is coming off of, I think that Paul Daley might be on a 3-fight losing streak. I believe that he's on a 3-fight losing streak. So he's on a bit of a losing streak. I think he wants to get some wins and go out with a win. But it's good to see that he's not ready to leave the cage yet, not ready to leave MMA yet. I've enjoyed watching his fights. I've enjoyed watching the knockouts. I've enjoyed hearing the lead up. And even though it might be late in the game, it's nice to see that he's about to get some great matchups. MVP he might be matched up with. He might be able to take that L back from Rory McDonald. I doubt it, but I highly doubt it, but he might be able to get that L back from Rory McDonald. Joe Schilling, go in there and fight Joe Schilling. And he knows it's going to be a striking battle. So there's fights out there for him. He just signed his new contract. He's out there excited about the fights. Bellator right now is really impressing me in terms of the media hype and the media machine that they're putting behind it. They're getting in touch with everybody, every single media outlet. They're out there making sure that they're in touch with them, letting them know what's happening. And their fighters, the one thing I do like about the fighters in Bellator is that the fighters never down the other fighters. They never really clown the other fighters, or they never talk about the organization that much. Paul Daley was doing it with the organization, but he wasn't talking about the fighters. Like, how Conor McGregor came out, he said, all of these guys on the roster suck. Oh, they all suck, and I'm the best, and you're nothing without me. And this, he made it sour for the experience got really sour. You're like, literally, it's like, okay, so I'm watching all the sucky fighters when you're not fighting. There's a mental kind of thing that he was trying to do. Anyways, none of those fighters do that. They always say, this is going to be a great matchup. You guys should watch. It's going to be great. He's got ways to beat me, but I'm going to come in there with this. I'm going to come. It's more of a talk about the fighting instead of sitting around discussing, and not even discussing, just listening to your, bravado. I'm okay with it. I don't need your bravado all the time. I do like it from Conor McGregor. He says some funny one-liners, but when he can be funny, I like the funny stuff. But when he's being just lethal, it's kind of like, it's okay if he's being lethal, but when he's being braggadocious or just carrying on with too much bravado, it gets overwhelming. It's like eating too much sugar. Like, I like a nice sugary snack every once in a while, but how much can I have of it? I can eat like two little squares of chocolate. If I start eating 6, 7, 8, 9, now you're into 10, 20. Ugh, you won't even want to see chocolate anymore. Anyways, I'm appreciating Bellator and what they have right now. They're going to be rolling out this welterweight Grand Prix September 29th, and I'm pumped about it, man. Hit that subscribe button.